Hi, my name's Mark, and welcome to Membership Websites. So today we're looking at forms, custom forms that are placed on a static page, and how we can resize these custom forms. So let me just show you an example of that. Let's just set it up. We'll go to the admin area first of all, and we're going to go to Toolbox and Form Manager. We're going to find the contact form for the website. So this is a contact us form. Just here. So there's a default one just down here. And what we're going to do is we are going to copy the shortcode for this, and we're going to use this as an example. We'll go to my content web page builder. We're going to add a new web page. So this is our web page. We're going to drop that form in. We'll set this to contact form. We're going to save that. And then we're just going to view this web page. And when you view this web page, you'll see the contact form here. And you'll see that it's quite big. So we might want to do something about that. The first thing we could do is we could create a table on the page. So let's just drop this down and then go back up here with the cursor. We could create a table maybe with 3 fields. And then what I tend to do, because I want a bit of a gap between the content on the right and the content on the left, is I create a table with 3 fields, leaving the center field blank. Now, if you go into the code, you can code this precisely. So, for example, we could say that we want the first cell to be 45%. The second cell, we want to be 10%. And then the third cell, we want it to be 45. So we can see there, we've got quite a precise layout just there. We're going to copy this form and just remove it from there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place that on one side of this table. So it's just in here. Now, when we save this and then we go back to the web page, we're going to refresh the page. And you see now we're just using half of the page, and that allows us to put content in the other side of the page. Let's have a look at something else then. So let's take the form back out of there. We're going to get rid of, I'll just go back a few steps and get rid of some of this. So what we're going to do is we'll leave the form just in there as it is. So we'll save that. When we go back here, it's going to be full width again. Let me just refresh that. There we go. Now, this time what we're going to do is go into the form. So we'll go Toolbox, Form Manager, open link tab. There we go. And then we're going to type contact just in here. And then here, we're going to go customization. And when the form loads up, what you can do is, firstly, you could go into your name. You can open it with a cogwheel and put half width, ensuring you put a dash just in between. So we'll just copy that because we're going to use that again in the next one. We'll go to inquiry email, and we're going to put half width, again in the additional field CSS class. We're going to go to phone, and we're going to put half width. We're going to go down to the text paragraph and put half width. And any additional sections that you add, you can set this to half width. And then what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down, and this is the button here, the submit button. So if we just change it as it is without doing anything to the submit button, and we refresh the page, you will see that the content goes half width, but the button is still full width. So what you can do as a workaround for that is you can open this cogwheel up. Here's the CSS just here. What we're going to do is we'll scroll along to the end, and we're going to take out button block, btn-block, and instead we're going to put W-50. We're going to save that. We're going to go back to this page, refresh it, and you can see here you've got a more appropriate size button for the form. So that's 2 ways that you can do this. You can do it directly in the form by controlling the CSS class, or you can put it in a table section on the page, and the table itself will help reduce the form size. I hope you found that useful, and thanks for watching.